Hello and welcome back again to River Valley Farm. Guess what we're going to do today? Let's go rake some hay. Alright, so we got one field raked up anyway. It's not the most beautiful raking job in the world because it's kind of, well, it's not a dolly wheeled rake for one thing. That makes life lots better. And we do still have a few green spots here, so anyway, I'll get some actual raking footage in the next field. It'll be a little bit anyway easier to rake, so let's go do it. Alright, step one, lower the rake. We don't want it to touch the ground, but we want it to be close. And since this is not a dolly rake, that makes it a little bit more difficult. Anyway, engage the drive, and here we go. I'm going to run my little 150 here at third low because I think it just works better that way. Fields are really rough too. I'm going to single rake this just because I don't want to have to try and fight big balls of hay through that little mower of mine, but anyway, we'll see how it goes here. Alright, so we got this field done. It keeps trying to ball up because we're missing these things, so I guess I am going to have to track those down after all. But anyway, such as it is, it's raked. Yeah, I know it's cut kind of high. That's because I had all kinds of problems trying to cut it down low because it's so grown, so thickly grown down here. You know, this would have been an absolutely beautiful field of Timothy, orchard grass, and red clover. Other than it was way overdue, but anyway, too late now. We just got to do it so we can move on here. Everything's pretty dry in this field. It's not perfect, mind you, but it's pretty dry. Oh, it's been laying here since Monday, so it should be good. Some of this kind of stuff here, it's not exactly dry yet, but baling it in with all the dry material, it should be fine. But yeah, I'd say we're ready to bale. Alright, time to bale. Okay, so to recap, I guess we'll start over here. I found a used water nozzle from a company called Baling Incorporated. Reasonable price, same day shipping, got to me the next day at no extra cost, but then again, ordered it to an Indiana address and they're in Indiana. The baler, it tied the other day 20 bales. Absolutely beautiful, so we're going to hopefully it's going to continue to do so. If it doesn't, well, I guess I'll be having a cussing fit. But anyway, let's go see what she'll do. Okay, and that's because it didn't tie. I don't know if that was a fluke or what, so I guess we'll try another round and see what it does here. But that's why it didn't. That's why it didn't tie. It slipped out of my doodads here somehow. That's great. Well, okay, I guess I get to restring the baler and see what happens after that. Alright, so we got the baler restrung, put them back through here. I don't know if that's going to help or not exactly, but hey, it's worth a shot. So we'll see. Now we got to wait 3 knots to see if it's going to work or not. But anyway, let me go bailing. We'll see what happens. Excuse me. Well, okay. This is how it goes, I guess. Got the tractor's running problem solved. It had a piece of electrical tape in the fuel tank. I got that thing fished out of there finally. I ended up having to take the valve off. This one back here. Just take it completely out of the tank and then pull the piece of tape out of it and then put the valve back in. Spilled fuel all over me and everything else. Anyway, if any of you guys have one of these things and you don't know, okay, this is your supply line. This is crossover. Crossover here. And this is your return line. Okay? If any one of these 3 valves run out or are turned off, the tractor will give you problems. If you're on a hill, you know, what have you, if you're not getting fuel to the filter, check the valves, period. Anyway, so then, moving on, I go to start, well, let's see, I figured out how to restring the baler the correct way, finally. It has to come out of the fine box, through these little spring things, through this insulator, to the next insulator, to the next 2 insulators, through the needles, and then it should be good to go. But anyway, we had another issue here. This is the chain that drives the pickup, and yeah, you can see what I got going now. Hello, and welcome to day 2 of trying to bale hay. Anyway, where I left off the video last night was the pickup chain had broken. Okay, so after that I came up here and tore the baler apart. So, looked at stuff and found that I was missing 2 little rollers. You know, you would think that little rollers wouldn't be a real big deal, but guess what? They become a real big deal real quick here. These rollers are what actually works the pickup, makes the teeth stand out so that it will pick up. It has to, it folds the teeth in when it goes through the back here. I don't know, there must be a clearance issue is why they do that. Kind of obviously, huh? But anyway, so now I'm gonna pop this apart, see if I can figure out something I can do here. You know, really doesn't matter at this point in time if I can get it to work. If I can't get it to work, then I'm going to have to go try and borrow a baler, and I really don't want to borrow a baler because, well, and then if I tear it up, I got to fix it too. But anyway, that's interesting. I'm missing a piece out of that. I didn't notice that yesterday. I don't know if you guys can see down in there or not, but there's a piece of this missing here. Which I can't tell if that's a clean new brake or if that's a... Let me go get my phone so we can look at that. Okay, so yeah, definitely not a clean new brake. That's good. I didn't really want it to be a clean new brake. So yeah, I need to get one of these rollers out of here if I can without taking the whole pickup out and measure measure the roller and then see if we can come up with something that's approximately the same size. So let me get to work on this real quick and we'll go from there. Okay, so according to my digital caliper, we need something that is approximately 1.226 inches. Now, if I can get it in here, which I don't think I can, I was going to say we could measure the track and find out for sure what we needed, what we could get away with. But as I said, we can't get it in there, so we're just going to have to go with the outside measurement. I don't think, there's no rollers or anything on this end at all. It all works from that end. So yeah, anyway, well, if I could find a little sealed bearing of some sort, that could work out for me. Like I said, if I could find one, or two, because I need two. But anyway, now it's time to start calling parts stores and see what I can come up with. Oh, alright, so I've called the parts stores. I've got two different ones working on it. It's going to be probably Monday at the earliest before I see these things, though. So, yeah, we may have to make a run to my local hardware store here and see what I can find there. It's an old school hardware store. They may have stuff that I can use. We'll have to see. It'd be really awesome if there was a Massey Ferguson dealer that wasn't 2 hours in any direction. But hey, there's not. So, yeah, for now, I need to put the hood back on this tractor. And then I guess I'll wait for the parts guys to call me back, see what they can come up with, and then worst comes to worst, we may have to go get some like cabinet drawer rollers and stick in this thing and see if we can make them work to get this hay baled. Because I really don't want to have to borrow somebody else's baler to do this, just for the obvious reason that I don't really want to have to fix it. Anyway, on to other things, I suppose. Alright, so the little tractor looks better now anyway. At least it's not just a bare engine sticking out. That's always makes them look better. So, I guess I'm off to the hardware store to see what, if anything, I can find down there that I can use. Because I don't know if I said this or not, but the bearings that I need I can't get until Tuesday, which is reasonably understandable because, well, it's kind of an oddball request, I guess. And if you don't have a good local Napa store, you need to find one because they will work their butts off for you. Even though my local one is 30 miles away, but anyway, that's just the way it is. It's well worth the trip. So, off to the hardware store. Alright, so I went to the hardware store and I bought $17 worth of stuff, and this is what I came up with. This is a roller for a sliding glass door, and I've got this is a 6mm bolt. I got a washer behind it and a fender washer on it, and double nutted it. Sorry about the shake. I'm not real comfortable at the moment, but anyway, I've already got one of them. This one down here is already in, so what I got to do now is get this one down around here, pry it over so that the bolt head will clear and get it in the track, and then we've got to pry it back that way so that this side will clear this ring, and then we're gonna put it in gear and see what it does. So it's either gonna work or it's gonna fly apart. Whichever one we'll find out in a minute. As I said, I did order different, better things that are gonna work better, hopefully, but we're gonna have to take the whole pickup off, more or less, or at least all the bands off, and in order to get in here and do that. So yeah, anyway, fun stuff is in the future, but hey, a 50-odd-year-old machine, what do you expect? Oddly enough, some of the parts are still available from Massey Ferguson, some of them aren't. Obviously, I haven't looked into this yet, but probably will Monday. For now, let me get this all put together and we'll go from there. Okay, so we got the chain all back on it. Swung it out in a bale position there. I'll put the tractor in neutral. Oh, I better backspin better backspin it a little bit so we don't slip the clutch. Okay, so now we shouldn't slip the clutch. Let's see what happens here. Alright, so we've got her where it works. I just got to put the bands back on it. Everything's working at least, so we are going to call that good. I need to change some pickup teeth on it, but not today because I don't have any, and there's not really any time for me to go get some. So we'll call that part of the pickup rebuild as well. Anyway, we got things to do, so I'm gonna get these bands on and we'll go see if it'll blow hay or blow up. We'll find out. So we had one more little problem here. It was on this chain that runs your kicker forks or whatever you want to call it. I had to break this master link and then put in where'd it go? right here, this one. Had to put in that chain. It's an A2050 chain here, and the other one was a 2040. The pickup chain's a 2040, this is a 2050. Anyway, so I think we're ready to go bale hay. Sounds like somebody made a barge mad. Not usually a good idea. Anyway, let's go hit the field and see what we got here. Alright, all I'm doing is wasting baler twine at this rate, so I'm just gonna switch. I've got more shit in the fuel tank on that, so I gotta clean that out. As you can see, I've got 3 twines here that ain't tied to shit, so back to the drawing board, I think is how that's said. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more. And if I don't go in the pond with this baler and this tractor later and drown, I'll probably be back. Bye.